Hi guys, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? So today I am going to react to, I believe it's the IGN Dragon Age the Veilguard character creator. Hopefully that's all they're showing is the character creator. But after this, I will probably not be posting that many videos simply because a lot of stuff that's going to come out after this is going to be very spoilery. And I am trying to avoid spoilers, especially story spoilers. However, what I do know is that some people don't even want to see the character creator, so I'm going to slap a spoiler alert up on the screen here, just so you guys know that if you do not want to see the character creator, you want to go in completely blind. I do have a few friends that don't want to see it. Spoiler alert. For you. So, I have seen some things from a few of my fellow YouTube creators, specifically in the Dragon Age sphere, and I will talk about them later on in the video, later on after I react to the video. But first, I want to react to this video and go from there. I've never seen the IGN specific video, so I have no idea what... I mean, I know they're showing the character creator, but I don't know if they're going to show... Hopefully they're not showing anything else, so we'll go from there. With that being said, let's get into it. The character creator... I don't want to see the... Well, I guess the combat is fine, but I'm really only interested in the character creator.
There's something kind of exciting about it.
Now, I could talk to you about the combat, and I will, or the gorgeous locales, that's coming too, or the way it felt to see Varric and Solus again.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Yeah, we've seen all this.
Or I could skip straight to the character creator and start with, there's so much hair. Look,
Yay!
I loved Dragon Age Inquisition, but fans have long acknowledged the limitations of its character creator.
Yes.
The Veilguard blew me away in that regard. After the lackluster options of the last entry, it's wild to see what we've got to look forward to. 30 hair options for Qunari and 88 for non-Qunari, complete with gorgeous physics as Rook scurries around Northern Thedas. So many different hair textures are represented, whether you'd like totally straight hair, 2B waves, or 4C curls. In making my character, I was drawn immediately to a long braid that...
Oh my god, I love the long braid. I love the long braid.
Qunari horns also see a massive improvement. With 49 unique styles, options range from large and imposing to decorative or even asymmetrical. That said, yes, their foreheads can look pretty jarring. I played as a Qunari mage during most of my preview and will say I got used to the look pretty quickly. Dragon Age the Veilguard actually only marks the second game of the series where you can play as a Qunari.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
The odd imbalance of forehead versus face feels like stylistic growing pains. I remain curious about whether more time with the character creator might help. The air shock of Dragon Age 2 is, in my opinion, such a beautifully crafted model, and I would love to be able to create a Qunari Rook that feels as memorable. Customization certainly doesn't stop at hair, or horns, of course. Every aspect of your Rook is editable, even allowing for facial asymmetry if you choose.
Okay.
Sliders allow you to change everything from head shape to the melanin in your skin to the presence of vitiligo. Perhaps my favorite addition, however, is the introduction of body diversity. Cyberpunk 2077 and Baldur's Gate 3 had whiffs of this, but nowhere near what you're capable of in the Veilguard, which is much more similar to the breadth of the character creator in Dragon's Dogma.
So I'm gonna pause it right there. So yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3, you can't change your body. You can choose between 4 body types, but that's all you can do. You can't change anything else about your body. So this is good. This is very good. Cyberpunk 2077, I dabbled in it for a little bit. I honestly can't remember that much about the body. I remember there were tattoos, and if I remember correctly, you could change your breasts and genitals, I think. I don't remember. I'll be honest with you, I don't actually remember. Because I only was in it for a short period of time just to test something out, and so yeah, it is closer to Dragon's Dogma 2 with this particular way of doing the body. Yeah.
For each of the 4 races, there are plenty of presets to choose from, all with varying heights and muscle or fat distribution. Once you've chosen your preset, however, you can build further upon those elements as much as you'd like. First is a triangulation of coordinates, allowing for many unique combinations of body types that are thinner, larger, or more muscular. Height sliders are fun, especially when it means watching my particularly short elf ruin years of Solas's ritual planning by pushing over a statue. The options feel almost endless.
Oh, there's a hip width.
There's even a glute
Glute
slider.
size.
And yes, I gave my rook one hell of an ass. All of this is only scratching the surface. I haven't even gotten into facial.
Okay, so the character creator showed the butt. Okay. It didn't look like it was that big. I myself am a person with a big butt. So that didn't look there very big. However, it might look different depending on the armor that you wear. Someone such as myself being on a bit on the curvier side of the body type, there are definitely clothing that I have to be careful on wearing because it can either be an asset to one's figure or not be an asset to one's figure. So I think it might depend on what armor you're picking and all that kind of stuff. But also keep in mind, and I mean, this is obviously not going to count for console players, so I am sorry about that. Dragon Age has never been a moddable game on console, but for PC players, I do believe that mods will come out that will allow that to be a thing. They will. Mod authors can do some pretty amazing things with modding with games, yeah.
Hair, makeup, scars, or tattoos. As an elf, my rook sported some Vaseline, but there are so many different designs for both the face and the body to experiment with. Well,
So
I didn't spend very much time exploring.
the only thing that I didn't like about that braid is the front part of it. I mean, I would like personally to have like either some bangs or some strands down the side because it just I don't like the way the front looks. But so I probably won't use that one. But again, eventually mods will be added and we'll get more options. So yeah.
Exploring customization for the Inquisitor, I just know we'll all get the chance to make them in the way we've always imagined.
It's good to see you again.
Also, it may be a relief to some of you to know that Veilguard abandons the awful green lighting of Inquisition's character creator.
Yeah, that
and
was really
instead
bad.
allows you to cycle through several lighting options in service of creating rooks that look just as good in gameplay as they do when you create them.
Okay, so the first person that we are going to look at is Ashe. And she does put a spoiler warning on here. Low, no main story spoilers, which is fine for me. I wanted to see the character creator. That's all I care about. I don't want to see any story spoilers. Those are the things that I want to wait on when I get into the game. So yeah.
To old friends and new, welcome to Dragon Age the Veilguard. From the intricacies of character creator, how to photo your favorites, and Storm Wisehopped, I've come back from the void.
Oh my god,
to
that
bring
hair
all
is
this
beautiful.
Yet again. Thanks for joining me on this multi-part series unveiling the latest Dragon Age. My name is Ashe, and okay, it's been a while. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping, shall we? Any spoilers will be marked at the beginning of each video. In this one, there are no story spoilers. A few pretty scenes, but narratively out of context. All this gameplay is from my perspective, playing the game at a preview event held by BioWare at EA headquarters earlier this month. Also, as a necessary disclaimer, I am part of the Dragon Age Community Council. For many years now, I have advised BioWare on the game in various stages of its development, and have played much more than what was at the capture event. That said, no worries. All spoilers will be explicitly marked. I want everyone's first playthrough to be special, but also want to accommodate those who have an interest in being just a little bit spoiled. Let's start with the character creator, arguably the most elaborate one Dragon Age has ever seen. Honestly, that any BioWare game has ever offered. You'll have access to an incredible number of head morphs, facial sliders, colors and tones, body shapes, tattoos, and hairs. Especially the hair.
Yes.
I chose the Qunari Rook, not because I was deluded into thinking I could do some romances this preview event. No. But because there are so many strangers who have been talking nonsense on the Dead Bird app. Because contrary to the tourists, derogatory, telling you all Qunari in this game look the same, they are actually mostly limited by one's own creativity. And as an aside, I also show the hair and tattoo options for humans in this video. A lot of them are also available for elves and dwarves, but as I ran out of time, I could not capture the specific Thalassian and dwarven facial tattoos. Nevertheless, timestamps are in the description if you'd like to skip around.
Ooh, that's
TLDR,
pretty.
This is not another 6 versions of shaved head again. No, the hair moves in-game with such grace. The body morphs allow more personalized protagonists. The facial sliders are so varied. You can make the most gorgeous or the most grotesque rook you can imagine. Here are a few things that will help you craft your perfect character. Customizable background. You can
Which is
customize
great.
the lighting while in the character creator. Yes, this was a huge problem in Inquisition. Left and right options. You can customize the left and right sides of certain attributes like head shape and eyes. Specifically on the latter, characters can have heterochromia, where eyes possess different colors. While there are presets you can work with,
Which was in
you
Baldur's
can
Gate 3.
customize the hue. Now let's say after this you don't like how you look. The mirror transformation is easily accessible after the prologue inside
Nice.
the lighthouse. You can change your look at any point in the
Oh,
series.
that's awesome.
Now that we're out of the appearance tab, we can start playing the game, right? No. Class and faction. Class is
Ooh.
the same as previous games, warrior, mage, rogue, but faction is where it gets interesting. On screen, you can read details behind each faction, especially the perks you gain.
I
being
like
part
some of
that
the outfits
faction,
here.
as well
I bet
as
I
my
think they're
favorite.
endgame
The
outfits.
different outfits you start with and
Oh.
can gain under that faction.
Okay.
The starting armor you
Ooh,
wear
that's
at the beginning
nice.
of the game, the casual wear
Ooh.
that you walk around the lighthouse in, the
I can't wait to
central
try
hub
this out.
operations, and aspirational armor, which represents the signifying look of that faction. The Lords of Fortune have beautiful gold laid on leather and cerulean. Shadow Dragons textured in teal and vermilion. The Crows elegant with dark feathers and silver embellishments. It's all very pretty. Veilguard has a few new factions that have only been in the books and comics. So if you want to learn more, each has a specific backstory plate describing Rook's past leading up to Veilguard. Playstyle. Playstyle is self-explanatory. It's how you play the game. You have the option of choosing from presets or customizing your own difficulty. Like
Oh,
No
interesting.
Jackdaw. I
Okay.
skipped around. I started on Storyteller, which is a good 1 out of 6 difficulty-wise, so that you can concentrate on the story. And later I bumped up to Adventurer, which is a good 3 out of 6. You can change difficulty at any time. Voice. You have the option of choosing one of 4 voices, 2 masculine and 2 feminine. Alex Jordan, Brioni Corrigan, Erika Ishii, and Jeff Berg are the voices behind Rook. For this series, I chose option Feminine 1, whose voice holds a British accent. I think it's Geordie, but sadly I'm American, so I can't confirm. Pivoting away, you
So,
can also
hold on.
change the pitch.
The pitch says medium or low. So I'm a little disappointed in that because there should be a high option. But I also, like, it's not game breaking for me. I don't, like, at the end of the day, it's not, like, a priority. It's just something that I'm observing right now. And, yeah, I would have liked to have a higher pitched, voice, but from what I've heard of the feminine voices specifically, because I will be playing a female character, I mean, they're higher pitched naturally, so, I mean, I guess it'll be fine. I'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just something that I happen to observe while watching this.
Pitch between medium and low, So if you want sultry, you can get sultry. Now you might have noticed the right side. If this isn't your first time playing
I mean,
Dragon
minor
Age,
effects to the
game
story.
gives the
Okay,
option of
so hold
customizing
on.
your experience.
You can customize the main character and a few events from the previous game, Dragon Age Inquisition. This will have some minor effects on the story, but can be skipped. Okay, so we're not able to add Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2? I don't like that. As again, it's not going to stop me from playing the game. But like, I understand that they want this to be like a standalone game and they want new players to come in. However, if they also want the older players to come in. Now for me, I'm an older player. I've been a gamer since the freaking 80s. When I was a kid, my first video game was Pac-Man at the arcade, okay, in like 1984, 83, 84, I don't remember what. It was somewhere around there. And and I've been playing games on and off my entire life. And I am now in my late 40s. So, and I played Dragon Age Origins when it first came out, and I played Dragon Age 2 when it first came out, and loved both games. I played Dragon Age Inquisition when it first came out, and I love that game as well. And I love all the Dragon Age games. But it's kind of off-putting that they're not including Origins and 2. Now, with that being said, we do not know what is going to be in the game. We don't know, like, this is just a, I guess, a snippet, if you will. So maybe there's something that will happen later on in the game, and I'm thinking of Dragon Age Inquisition. We did not know Hawk was going to come into the game. We had no idea. And it wasn't until a specific part in the game where suddenly we get to create our Hawk, right? So now it may be wishful thinking on my part. It probably is wishful thinking on my part, but that would be really cool if in the game it maybe not a character creator for our previous Hawk and Warden, but to have some sort of story involving them in some way. So if not, that's very disappointing. I'll be honest, that's very disappointing. But again, it's not going to stop me from playing the game. And I'm still very excited about the game. But it's a criticism that I have. But I'm going to reserve judgment until I actually get my hands on the game and play the game in full before I, make a full-on review of the game, because it's not even out yet. So I'm gonna reserve judgment.
Experience. You don't need keep anymore. The game allows you to not only input choices from Dragon Age Inquisition, but also customize your Inquisitor. Soul of Valens rejoice. Or despair. Most likely both. I'm not about to share the screen just yet. It's likely what we played was not finalized, so to be determined.
Okay. All right, so we're not going to continue watching this for the simple reason that I don't want any more spoilers, because people are asking questions and she's posting questions, so we're good there. Okay, so the next person that I'm going to watch, and we're only going to watch a little bit of the video, is Kala Elizabeth, and she's also a fellow BioWare fan and content creator, and she also is another one that has been going out of her way to let people know that whether she's going to have spoilers or not in her videos, which is really, really great. And she also did a character creation specific video, so we're going to watch a little bit of this, and then we will go back and do some of my final thoughts.
Veilguard's character creator is extremely detailed. You can create just about any character you want. So here is the full breakdown. And the clips I'm showing are just shorter clips of some of the options. But if you want to see every option for hairstyles or horns or anything like that, I have made additional videos breaking down each option. If they're not already linked below, I will be releasing these in the next few days. It begins with choosing your rook's race. You can choose from elf, Qunari, human, and dwarf. There are several presets, so if you don't feel like creating a rook for whatever reason, you can cycle through presets already made. You choose your gender and pronouns, and from there you can begin customizing your rook's appearance. Head, body,
Okay.
eyes, nose, mouth, ears, hair, makeup, and scars are the main options. And within each option, there are several more options to choose from,
She's
including
got a
ton of
Canary as
sliders
well.
for you to adjust everything exactly to your liking. And the head is the most customizable option, which begins with blending from 30 different face shapes as your base.
That's
You
cool.
use the 30 different heads to morph from to establish your rook's appearance and then adjust from there. The skin tone options are also extremely customizable. You begin with warm, neutral, and cool skin tones, and then choose the tone you'd like from there. And then you can even adjust the melanin slider to add more color to your skin tone. Qunari can also have more human skin tones, or they can also have cooler tones, which do include more blues and grays.
Yeah, that was an
There's also
Inquisition,
4
I
different
feel
lighting
like. I'm
options
pretty sure it
to make
was.
sure this isn't another Inquisition jump scare during that first cutscene. In the head section, there are 42 complexion options.
Interesting. I
ranging
like
from
the
birthmarks,
different backgrounds. I love
moles,
that.
aging, and even acne scars.
They did that in Dragon's Dogma
There's
too, and I
also
really
a
like that.
vitiligo slider where you can change the intensity and amount. In the body portion, you can choose between 3 undergarments, including a topless one if you are okay with nudity. I lost my footage when I was messing around more with the body sliders, but you can be pretty muscular and larger than this clip, and I do think you can make Rook fat if you want to do that, but I don't know if it really pushes the range that some people were expecting. But there's still a lot that you can change with the body options. But once you choose from the
Interesting.
body morpher, there's again more customization with additional body options that include chest and bulge sliders. The eyes, lips, nose, and even eyelids also have sliders. There's literally a slider for everything. There's also 9 ear options that have even more sliders.
9
and even
ear
one for
options.
asymmetry and cauliflower ear.
Okay.
And there's even a slider for your larynx. You can also adjust your scalp. There is literally an option for everything. And once you decide on Rook's body options, you'll move on to the hair. And this is the best part. Dragon Age games have never been known for their hair.
No.
Not for their hair designs or hair physics. They've also been extremely lacking in textured and protective hairstyles. And the team has spoken several times about how important it was that they rectified this. And I think they did a good job. Unfortunately, I lost my footage while I was going through dwarf hairstyles, but I believe they were the same as elf. Qunari does have unique hairstyles though, and there were 30 of them. There's 88 in total for elf specifically, so in total I believe there's at least 100 hairstyles to choose from between all the different races. And all of the hairstyles are not gender locked, so you can use any hairstyle on any Rook. There is also a bunch of different beards and facial hair options as well, and there are 44 to choose from. And the hair options look very, very, very good. Though I will say it's a bummer that it doesn't look like any of the Inquisition hairstyles carried over. So I'm not
I
really
didn't
sure
like
how
the
I feel about
Inquisition
that.
hairstyle, so.
But what is in here has very, very good hair physics, and the movement for the hair and even the beards looks really great. The fact that they have hair that's so long that it goes to your mid-back and it sways over your shoulder and it moves with Rook, it's impressive. The hair colors also look amazing.
So what I'm going to say about hairstyles, so she said that she, sad that the Inquisition hairstyles weren't in, and I said I didn't really like the Inquisition hairstyles. I actually didn't like any of the hairstyles in pretty much any of the games except for 1 or 2 in Origins, and it would have been cool to see those hairstyles in a updated graphical game, to see how they would work with the physics and stuff. I think that would have been interesting to see. But I also recognize that we are in a very different part of Thedas, and Dragon Age Origins they took place in Ferelden. Ferelden has a very specific style and fashion and everything like that. So maybe, the hairstyles coming into Veilguard might not have been, feasible because it's not part of the fashion in Tevinter. So I completely understand that. And I feel like it's the same for Inquisition hairstyles. Like, because we are in a different part of Thedas, they're going to dress differently. They're going to wear their hair differently. They're going to act differently. Not completely differently, but you know what I mean. There's a lot it's pretty much stepping into a different culture. So I feel like it's okay. It's okay that there weren't other hairs from the previous games ported over. It would have been cool to see them updated with the hair physics and stuff, but I understand why lore-wise and story-wise they may not have been ported over. So,
They don't have that oversaturation when you pick bright colors, and the hair strand technology seems to complement any color. You can
this was
adjust
really
both
nice.
the saturation and brightness to get the exact color you want. I chose a teal to see how it looked in game, and even though my rook was the only one with bright teal hair, it didn't look out of place. The lighting reflected really well, and I loved all of the colorful options. There's also a ton of horn options for Qunari. In total, there's 49 horn options to choose from, and
All
you
right.
can also change
Ooh,
the
that's
material
nice.
that the horns are made out of. You can also change the metal type of the accents that are on the horns, and some of the designs also have additional accents of material that you can change.
Interesting.
So if you want it to be made out of crystal,
Oh,
or
and it could be a
diamond, that's
crystal.
also an option as well.
Oh, that's nice.
There's also several makeup presets you can choose from, or you can customize your own.
Oh, that is
makeup,
very
and
nice.
there's a lot of options here. It's extremely customizable, and if you want simple eyeliner and mascara like I usually do, then you can turn off the eyeshadow and get whatever look you want.
You
Or
can turn
go
off the
full
eyeshadow?
glam. There's also glitter options that you
Oh
can
my god,
adjust
I
with
am
a
so
slider
excited for
that
glitter.
do add a little bit of sparkle.
I love glitter. I'm a sucker
and
for
you
glitter.
can adjust the type of glitter. And not only is
But
the glitter
we
in
don't
the
know if we'll be
eyes, but
using
also
it
the
on my first
lipstick.
character. We'll see.
The lipstick also has eyeliner that you can adjust as well. In the last option, there's scars, tattoos, and paint. And I know there's been some concern if the previous Valisline are in Veilguard, and yes, they are. There are 36 facial tattoos in total for you to choose from, and several of these are brand new designs. You can change the color of your...
Okay, so these tattoos. So she did say something. Was it Lady Insanity or Kala here that said something about dwarven tattoos? So because from my recollection, dwarven tattoos are different. Elven tattoos are their own thing, and then you've got Qunari and then the human. Are they all going to be included in the same like, are they all just included no matter what race you choose? I'm interested to see that. I mean, I can wait. I don't know if she
tattoos,
answers it.
and adjust the intensity of each portion of the tattoo if you only want a specific segment. There are 22 body tattoos to choose from, and those again can also have different colors that you
I am
choose from.
loving the idea of
With
body
the face and
tattoos.
body scars, you can adjust
That
the
is awesome.
intensity, and you can change the color a little bit as well. Once you've decided what your rook looks like, you will move on to choosing your class, and you can choose from warrior, mage, or rogue. There's an option at the bottom for aspirational armor if you want to see what each faction's armor and casual armor looks like. If you hit
Nice.
explore, it also gives you a short summary of each class's abilities. Once you've chosen your class, you will choose your faction, which gives Rook their backstory and last name. There is Grey Warden, Veil Jumper, Shadow Dragons, Lords of Fortune, Mornwatch, and Antivan Crows to choose from. And
All right, so listen, I'm going to tell you right now. The Lords of Fortune outfits look awesome. They look really great. They look sexy, at least in my opinion. I'm tempted to go Lords of Fortune just for the outfits, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Shadow Dragons, I think, because I think they're the ones that are fighting for the people. And I love playing roles like that in video games. It's just something that I gravitate towards, but the Lords of Fortune outfits alone are just, that's enough for me to like, I think I want to try Lords of Fortune because those outfits are awesome. So yeah.
each faction has unique armor, buffs, and will give Rook unique options and dialogue based on their faction. There's also a little blurb with more information about the story of each faction that gives Rook their backstory.
All right, so we're going to stop there because I kind of don't want to know these things. I want to go into the game and look at them myself. So we're going to stop here as far as that goes. I just wanted to see the character creator. So far, I have not seen any dwarven specific character creators. I will keep a lookout on that and whatnot, because so far I've seen human, elves, and Canary, and no dwarves. That's kind of interesting. Just saying. Okay, so I think we got quite a bit of information there. And this video might be a little longer than I was expecting it to be, because I really wanted to check out the different character creators. IGN didn't give as much as I was expecting them to be as far as like the character creator itself, but that's okay, that's fine. I still appreciate that they didn't give spoilers, and I absolutely will shout that out. And then the other two fellow creators, Kala Elizabeth and Lady Insanity, also did not have particular spoilers. Like, I don't want to know more about the factions. I just want to learn that as I go into the game. But that's not necessarily a spoiler. It depends on one's perspective. So you can take that as you will. I will post their channel links down below if you want to watch their videos on Dragon Age the Veilguard or any other videos that they make. I also want to shout out a couple more creators. Unifadewalker is another Dragon Age player and lore nerd, so you could always go to Unifadewalker for lore. And also very good about displaying whether he has spoilers or not. Jackdaw is another really, really great one. He just did a video that I haven't watched because I don't want to. It's a theory video, and I don't really want to watch it because I just don't want to get hung up on theories. And then there's Knight 1029, who is another one that really did a great job at responding and reacting to the character creation, and he's also another really good Dragon Age content creator. And then there's also Mr. Matty Plays, who so Lady Insanity, Kala Elizabeth, Unifadewalker, Jackdaw, and Mr. Matty Plays, they all were at the event that they were invited to play the game. So they all were at the event that just got lifted, and now they're able to talk about it. So they all got to play the game, and this is their firsthand experience with the game. So if you guys want to check out their channels and look at their reviews on what they have experienced, go right ahead. And I will try to remember to link all of their channels down below in the description, so you guys can feel free to check them out if you want. So yeah, there's that, and that's it. That's all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time. Bye, guys.